Aloha, this is Jonathan, and this is an unboxing of a 1997 Tarot known as Navigators Tarot of the Mystic Sea. I got this off eBay, and I was shocked when I opened it. It's a US Games deck. I was shocked when I opened it because it's completely unopened, brand new, never been used. And it has the AGM sticker on it, even though the box itself says US Games. So I guess it was printed in Switzerland. So let's see if we can get into here without having to use scissors. I hate when they don't have a start to these things. It's almost like, what's the point of putting them in there? So there we go. Got it. So obviously this is, for me anyway. Oh my god, what's the point of that? Inside the plastic wrapping, the cards have a plastic wrap around them. That's so crazy. Anyway, so obviously for me, this is not going to be a reversal deck. If the backs are not reversal, I don't usually use reversals with the deck. But so I was reading, I don't know if you saw my other original opening when I was opening all the different things I got, but this deck is very different from regular decks. Sorry if you hear the screaming outside. My son has a friend and they're playing in the pool. So the Navigators Tarot of the Mystic Sea is very different. I don't think they number the majors, and things are counted down. So, like, the world or the universe is number 1, and the magician is 21, I guess is how it works, but they're not numbered, so you can use them either direction. And then the minors, they say they count from 10 down to 1, so 10 is the least and ace is the greatest or something. So I'm kind of a little confused by it, but they say you can just use it like a regular deck too. They wanted it to be usable either direction. So it'd be very interesting. So let's see, this does have a 1996. Although the little booklet says 97. So it says Navigators Tarot of the Mystic Sea. The navigator sailed the shining seas, charting a course between sharp, fateful rocks and perilous cliffs, to harbor's grateful rest. And when the journey's done, sought other quests. It followed that a tree long dead replied by blocking safely death's long, heavy stride. The navigator climbed across the wreck, sighting the eagle who was destined guide. The navigator slept and saw a dream, a library of books set in the heavens, stretched beyond all logic, infinite, and to a special shelf was offered sight. A figure on the left removed a book, and in succeeding visions gave a look. The pages all were blank. To write anew a fresh philosophy they undertook. The navigator scurried to learn this source. Hermes revealed the holy Kabbalah. The archetypes from that eternal base create clear symbols which in turn embrace this tarot of the mystic sea, to bind all navigators of future mankind, who chart their unknown course across those seas that lap the edges of our inner mind. So, I guess they are in order of what we consider order. But as you see, there's no number. Instead, you just have a name and a word at the top. And quite very interesting artwork there. Here we have Fool, emanation. Magician, encapsulation. It's quite an interesting image there. Archpriestess, dissolution. Empress, conception. Emperor, propulsion. Looks like he's throwing a boomerang or about to catch one. Huh. And then the rooster has a key. So supposedly there's a book that goes with this deck. Hierophant, Intuition. Apparently it's super easy to get the deck. Not so easy to get the book anymore. Lovers, discrimination. Well, that's interesting how they're kind of like a reflection of each other. Huh. Very interesting cards. Chariot, conclusion. I'm not sure if I would trim these or not, but lots of white space. I wish the pictures were a little bigger. Strength, omnipotence. Kind of interesting that there's no numbers on here. Definitely would not use it like a regular tarot because, a lot of times the numerology is big. Hermit. Why is the Hermit blue? But he's getting an eagle to land on him. Huh. There's so many little details that the longer you look, the more you see. That's the kind of stuff I like in a deck, is if you can study that card, you see more and more each time. Fortune. Oh, sorry. I'm getting distracted by the card itself. Destiny. Fortune, destiny, equilibrium. Suspension. Inversion. I'm guessing suspension's the Hanged Man. Death, transformation. You know what? I just realized something. Strength, hermit, fortune, and then destiny, and I don't know. Huh. I guess destiny is in place of justice. So death, we have art instead of temperance. Devil. That is quite the devil card, isn't it? Subjugation. Tower. These images are powerful. Star. Revelation. Moon. Gratification. Lots of interesting imagery here. Sun, organization. be the cover. Aeon instead of Judgment. That's very interesting image. These cards are like definitely their own thing. They're not any particular system that I've ever seen. Universe, Consecration. Interesting with the world being eaten by two crocodiles in the background. Looks like a bunch of bush babies. So, like I said, the minors here are going to be counting down. So we have King of Swords, Purification. It's interesting that they have keywords on each. Queen of Swords, Subversion. Her gown seems to be hugging the whole... Wait, her gown is part of the landscape and the sky? That's... Okay. Obviously a lot to be read in these cards. I'm going to have to try and track down the book at some point, but... Do you know of anyone who actually has this deck in the book? Here we have the Knight of Swords, Penetration. Page of Swords, Decomposition. These aren't quite as detailed as the majors. Ten of Swords, Destitution. Nine of Swords, Desperation. Eight of Swords, Curtailment. Seven of Swords, Ambivalence. Six of Swords, Ascendancy. Is that a... That's a submarine in the back there. It's either a submarine or an orca. I can't quite tell. Oh my goodness, look at this Five of Swords. Destruction. It's a violent Five of Swords for sure. Four of Swords, Recuperation. Three of Swords, Desolation. I must say, I do appreciate a Three of Swords that isn't the stereotypical three swords thrust through a heart. Because there is more to that card than just that. Two of Swords, Concurrence. Different ships. You have like a Viking ship, like a 17th century ship, and then modern day warship. Very interesting. I keep saying that, very interesting, but this, like I said, this is a very strange deck. Ace of Swords, Respiration. King of Wands, Restriction. That wand almost looks like a trumpet or something. Huh. Queen of Wands, regeneration. There's some claws clutching the top of that throne there. Knight of Wands, affiliation. Page of Wands, equivocation. Ten of Wands, oppression. There's definitely not quite as much going on in the minor cards compared to the majors. Nine of Wands, intensity. Eight of Wands, velocity. Sound like they're having fun out there. Seven of Wands, fortitude. Is he really fighting a wave with a wand? Oh yeah, it's a beach. And he's tangled in seaweed. Interesting imagery in these cards for sure. Those boys. Six of Wands, triumph. Five of Wands, contention. Four of Wands, delight. Three of Wands, cohesion. Two of Wands, dominion. It's kind of like a pharaoh. Sorry, I'm a little uncomfortable because I'm sitting on the floor to do this and I'm starting to get a little bit of a backache. Ace of Wands, stimulation. King of Cups, transition. Queen of Cups, fascination. Reflecting the moonlight into the water for her dolphins, I guess. Knight of Cups, conviction. Interesting how several of the knights have their armor flying off of them. Saw that in the Knight of Wands too. Page of Cups, reduction. Ten of Cups, accomplishment. Nine of Cups, satiety. Eight of Cups, seclusion. Seven of Cups, delusion. That's an interesting take on that. Six of Cups, felicity. These figures are very androgynous, aren't they? Five of Cups, dissipation. It's very Hawaiiana right here. Four of Cups, discontent. Three of Cups, abundance. Two of Cups, harmony. Ace of Cups, immersion. That's cute. Cute little owl right there. King of Pentacles, motivation. Queen of Pentacles, persuasion. Knight of Pentacles, evolution. Page of Pentacles, reservation. Ten of Pentacles, affluence. Nine of Pentacles, acquisition. Standing on a poor little turtle or tortoise. She, he, very androgynous. Eight of Pentacles, economy. Seven of Pentacles, variance. Six of Pentacles, compensation. Five of Pentacles, adversity. Four of Pentacles, authority. Three of Pentacles, foundation. I think that's, yeah, it's the other side. That's interesting. Very 90s technology there. Two of Pentacles, permutation. Ace of Pentacles, generation. So, quite an interesting deck, this Navigator Tarot of the Mystic Sea. I realized that I didn't read the little intro like I did when I was doing my original unboxing of stuff I got today. So, give you a quick little synopsis. Basically, Navigators Tarot of the Mystic Sea is based on the traditional Golden Dawn foundation of the Hermetic Kabbalah. The glyph representing the Kabbalah, which is the system enabling us to understand our inner energies, is known as the Tree of Life. The illustration on the back of this deck is here. And it actually is really nice cardstock. And the back of this deck displays this glyph, upon which are 10 spheres, or spheroth, of different colors. Between these spheres, which are centers of psychic activity, run the 22 paths of the major arcana cards of the tarot. The 10 spheres and the 22 paths make up the total 32 paths of wisdom by which a person may come to know themselves. Although the tarot is known primarily as a divinatory tool, giving knowledge of current situations on different planes of being, the Navigator's Tarot is especially created for use as a teaching and meditative path in the search for knowledge. The deck is divided into 4 suits representing the 4 different aspects of the psyche: pentacles for the 5 senses and their material environment, swords for the intellect, the ability of the rational mind to analyze situations, cups for emotions which flow beneath rationality, including dream states, and wands for intuition, the facility which is too often hidden in us but contains a secret visionary power. These 4 suits contain 40 pips, 10 cards in each suit from ace to 10. In the Navigator's Tarot, although the deck may be used in the traditional manner, a new card sequence has been created which inverts the cards, making the 10s the lowest card in each suit and the aces the highest. Above the pips come the 16 court cards, 4 in each suit: Page, Knight, Queen, and King, representing 4 gradually rising levels of initiation. These cards can also be used in the traditional manner as significators and can portray individual people of different types. The 22 major Arcana cards are the highest and most profound in the deck and symbolize powerful archetypes at work in the psyche, influencing a person's choices and attitudes, often unknowingly. Getting to know these archetypes can be achieved by the method of the web spread, which is the back here. So there's the web spread. Pretty crazy. Or by simply meditating on a single selected card. The sequence of these potential cards has never been adamantly fixed and in fact is known to be incorrect. This version is merely an attempt to place them in their correct position. Readers who have the book associated with the tarot, I need to find that book, Navigators Tarot, will find many interesting revelations about these cards. In the Navigators Tarot, the major Arcana cards may be used in their traditional order and numbering, or may be employed in the contemporary revised positions. As it will be noted by the reader or the querents, the Navigators Tarot has the potential to depart from the traditional Golden Dawn sequence of cards and paths, particularly in the major Arcana. This inversion is called the Way of Return and has been used by some European tarot experts. It is the way of the future. The Navigators Tarot uses a system of keywords which are attributed to various cards and indicate the most important qualities of that card. And then here you have like little, I guess, universe instead of Earth. And then it gives you a little blurb about each one. It has like the name and the major word associated. And it's like that all the way through. So yeah. That's the very interesting new deck that I got. I kind of am looking forward to it. I'm kind of a little hesitant just because I don't have the big thick book, which I don't even know if it's even available anymore since these came out in the 90s. So I'll have to see if I can't find it somewhere. If you know someone who has it, please let me know. Yeah, and let me know in the comments too if you have this deck and if you use it, what you think about it, and what you think about the reversal of things that they do with this deck. I'm going to have to end this now because my boys have started blasting music and I don't want to be breaking any copyright infringement laws here. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, aloha!